In this video, we're gonna learn about circular arrangement of permutation, two types of combination, and integer solution to equation. Let's understand what is circular arrangement for permutation. If in permutation, permutation is just the arrangement. If your person or objects are arranged in a circular way, then there will be two possibilities for your arrangement. One possibility is that when one person is fixed and all others are rotating, and second possibility is that when all the persons or all the objects are rotating in either clockwise rotation or in anti-clockwise rotation. Let's take one example. Here we are having four persons which are present in the circular arrangement and object A is fixed. Now this person is fixed, we can arrange all remaining other people. So total number of possible ways in which we can arrange all of these people are n minus 1 factorial. Here n is the 4, so 4 minus 1 is 3 factorial, which is equal to 6. And if we just consider above example, but here all the peoples are moving in circular arrangement or in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction, no person is fixed, their position is not fixed, then there will be n minus 1 factorial divided by 2 arrangements. So this will be 4 minus 1 factorial divided by 2, which will give us, that is total 3 arrangements will be there. Combination. Combination is selection of object without consideration of order. So if you're just selecting object from some collection without considering its order, then there will be possible two selection. First type, selection of object without repetition. Here we are selecting our object from n element, and second is selection of object with repetition of objects. If I'm selecting one object, so for the next round I can again consider, I can fill that object in the box and I can again consider that object for the next round. So these are the two types. Let's take one by one example of these two types. Selection of object without repetition, selection of R object from set of n element. Now for selection of R object from n element set, we are having total ways, that is NCR, which is also represented as NR, and which is equal to n factorial divided by R factorial into n minus R factorial. Let's take one example. A committee of 5 people is to be formed from a group of 4 men and 7 women. How many possible committees can be formed in at least 3 women are if at least 3 women are on committee? Now just look here, we have to form a committee, we don't have to arrange the committee. This is the example of combination. If you have to arrange something, then we call that as a permutation. Now as we just have to select the committee members, and in that there is committee members is having at least 3 women. So what we will do, committee members, maximum people is 5 people in the committee, and the total women is 7. Total women are 7 women. So we will take at least 3 women. We will start with 3 women. So we should have at least 3 women. That is one possibility. Next is we are selecting 4 women for our committee. Next is we are selecting 5 women for committee. As we are having 7 women count, next we can select 6 women and 7 women, but the committee size is fixed to 5. We cannot go by selecting 6 women or 7 women, so we will just stop here. As we have selected women for different possibilities, so the remaining portion has to be filled. Like this is the size of 5 members, 3 women are filled for this category, so 2 must be selected from another category, that is of men. So we will select 2 men. Then for this particular possibility we will select remaining person, that is 1 man, and for this particular possibility we will select 0 men from this main category. Now how we will represent this, we have to select 3 women. Now we will select 3 women from the women set only. So we are selecting from total 7 women, we are selecting 3 women. So that is represented by 7C3. From total 7 women, we are selecting 3 women. Into, along with that, we are also selecting 2 men for forming 5 people committee. So immediately we are multiplying this with now we have to select 2 men, but men will be selected from set of 4 men. So we are calculating 4C2. 4 men, from a group of 4 men we are selecting 2 men. So in the same way we will perform this, that is we will get 7C4 and this is 4C1 plus 7C5 into 4C0. If we later on calculate this, we will get that we are getting for this, that will be 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 7 minus 3 factorial. So just do this for remaining all of this possibilities and just cut out the common portion, then we will get that is giving us the value, that is 210 for this choice, 140 for this choice and 21 value for this choice. If we'll perform addition of all of this, we'll get the answer, that is 371. Means total there are 371 possibilities where you can select at least 3 women on the committee with 5 people. Let's take another example for the same category. In how many ways you can take 5 cards with at least 2 aces out of a well shuffled pack of 52 cards. In a total card we are having 52 cards. Now total aces in a well shuffled pack of cards is 4 card which are to be taken out, that is 5, and we have to ensure that in the when you are taking out 5 card, we should have at least 2 aces. As we know that in a well shuffled pack we are having 4 aces and total 52 cards. So if we subtract these aces, we will get remaining 48 cards. So we'll just do by this way. So remaining card will be 52 minus aces, that is 48. At least 2 aces has to be selected. So we'll go by selecting 2 aces and 5 cards has to be selected. So we'll go for selecting 2 aces for one possibility. Now 3 aces for next possibility, 4 aces and 5 aces. But only 4 aces is the maximum ace count in your card. You cannot take 5 aces. So we will just have this 3 possibility. As we have to take out all of these 5 cards, so remaining card will be from the remaining cards which are not the aces. So there are total 48 card. From 48 card we are selecting 3 remaining cards. Now if you are selecting 3 aces, 2 will be selected from remaining card category, and for 4 aces 1 card will be selected from remaining category. So if we'll just perform this, we'll get that this aces will be selected from 4 aces, 4 P2 into, now this 3 remaining card will be selected from total 48 remaining cards. So that will be 48C3, means from 48 total remaining cards which are not aces, we are selecting 3 cards. So in the same way, if we'll perform this, we'll get the final answer, that is 108336. These many possibilities are there where you can take out 5 cards from a well shuffled pack with at least 2 aces. Now let's take another example of combination, another type of combination where there is a repetition of object is there. But again in this we are having 2 subtypes. When we just have to select R things from N category, we will use this formula R plus N minus 1 CR. Now just remember here we are having R things from N category, and if we are again having further something added that R things you have to select from N categories with at least one thing from each category, then in that case we use this formula, that is R minus 1 C R minus N. Let's take one example for this category. How many number of ways to choose 3 out of 7 days with repetition allowed? Now the different days will be our value of N, means what are the categories you have for this problem. So that will be the value of N. N is 7, and how many we have to choose, how many things we have to select, that is 3. So R is 3. So we will go by this equation, R plus N minus 1 CR will get, that is 3 plus 7 minus 1 C3, which is equal to 9 C3. So if we will calculate this, we'll get that there will be 84 ways in which we can choose 3 days out of 7 days with repetition is allowed. Next example for the same category is, how many ways one can fill a box holding 100 pieces of candy from 30 different types of candy. Now here the different types of candy is 30. So 30 is my value of n, and we are having box with 100 pieces of candy, so value of r is 100. So we just have to put the value is in r plus n minus 1 c r formula. We'll get the value that is 100 plus 30 minus 1 c 100, which is coming out to be 129 c 100, which will give us the value that is 129 factorial divided by 100 factorial into 29 factorial. So these many ways are there to fill a box with 100 pieces of candy from 30 different types of candy. Second type in the selection of object with repetition is that you are just selecting, we are ensuring that one piece from each category must be selected. In that way, in that case, we will select the formula that is r minus 1c r minus n. Now, number of ways to select r things from n categories with at least one thing from each category is r minus 1c r minus n. Example is the same above example. Just the thing is that in we are adding that if one must have at least one piece of each candy from different types. So the question is, how many ways can one fill a box holding 100 pieces of candy from 30 different types of candy if one must have at least one piece of each type? Now here again same, we will get the values. We just have to look for where is the different categories value is present, then that will be our value of n. So n is 30, r is how many pieces we have to fill the box with, that is 100, so r is 100, and here additionally it is given that one piece has to be selected from each category. Then we will use r minus 1 c r minus n ways. Then we will have with, like, we will get 99 c 70 ways, 99 factorial divided by 70 factorial into 29 factorial. These many ways are there to select this category in which one candy is appearing from one type. Now let's take application of combination for the integer solution to the equation. If you are having how many integer solution are there for the given equation? If you are having question like this, where equation is given in the format of a1 plus a2 plus an, which is equal to r, where a1 is greater than equal to b1, some value, constant value, then integer solution to the problem will be n plus r. These are how many variables you are having, that are count of n plus the values which is present on the RHS of your equation, that is value of r, minus 1. Minus if your this variable is not starting from 0, if it is starting from some another variable, what you will do to make it 0, whether you are performing some addition or subtraction, that variable should be added or subtracted at this place, CR. Just take three possibilities. Just take example, how many integer solution are possible for this equation a, b, c, d, which is equal to 100. Now based on the previous equation, we can get that here we are having 4 variables, so the value of n will be 4. These are the categories, so value of n is 4. Now on the RHS side, I am having value or constant value that is of 100, so things or slots will be 100. And additionally, given that these variables a, b, c, d are greater than equal to 0, means as they are directly starting from 0, so we don't have to we are not having any restriction on the slots, and no need to balance these things. We'll directly go for calculating these values, how many solution will be there. So directly we will substitute this value in the formula n plus r minus 1 cr. So we will just put this value in this equation, and then we will get the value that is 103 c 100 ways will be there for this integer, for this equation. That many integer solution will be there. That is 103 factorial divided by 100 factorial into 3 factorial. Now if we are just having some limitation on our equation, instead of starting with 0, our value is started with some another constant values, like I am having equation ABCD which is equal to 15, but A is greater than equal to 3, B is greater than equal to 0, C is greater than equal to 2, D is greater than equal to 1. Now here I am having restriction on categories. You can't start with the 0. Everything is different and everything is started from some another constant value. So here you are having restriction on categories, and there is a need to balance it with the slots. Means there is need to balance these values with our R value. How we will balance this? There are 4 categories, so value of n is 4. R is value which is on the RHS of equation, that is 15. R is 15. But as we are having some different values other than 0 for all of our categories, so we will balance in such a way that we will look how we can convert this into zeros. So what you will do, whether you will add or subtract in this value to get this value as a 0. So if I am having 3, so I will subtract 3 from this, then I will get the 0. So as I have did minus 3 on this side, so same thing I will do on the R value of R. So what is value, whatever value you are having for the R, you just have to perform same operation on that. For this is for A, okay, I will do 15 minus 3. Now this is already balanced, no need to do any balancing for this category. As C is greater than equal to 2, we should balance this thing, we should convert it into 0. So for converting 2 into 0, we have to subtract 2, means we have to perform minus 2 in this C. So the same thing we will do with R, that is we will subtract 2 from our R. So this is balancing for the C, and D started from 1, so we will subtract 1 from this, then we will get 0. D is greater than equal to 0. The same thing we will subtract from the R. This is for D. So if we'll perform this operation, we'll get that R is equal to 9. So just take this new value for our calculation of solution. Our new values of n is 4 and R is 9. So total possible integer solution for this equation is n plus R minus 1 C R. So which is equal to 12C9. This many solutions are there. What if you are having for the integer solution, your categories are starting from minus values? So the same equation, only thing is that we have placed a minus symbol for each the category. Your A is greater than equal to minus 3, B is greater than equal to 0, C is greater than equal to minus 2, D is greater than equal to minus 1. Now in this category, we have to perform, this is the value of R, we have to perform something that our A will become 0. So in minus 3 we will perform addition of 3. We are performing plus 3, then this will become A is greater than equal to 0. So just the same thing we have to perform on our R. We will add 3 over here. Now this has to be balanced, plus 2 is added over here, so that we can get C is greater than equal to 0. Same thing you have to do with R, you have to perform plus 2 in R also. Same for D, that is we are performing addition of 1, so that we can get D is greater than equal to 0. Same thing we will do in the R, we will perform plus 1 in the R. So afterwards we will get value of R is 21. Now you just have to take these values, new values of n and r, to find total number of integer solution for this equation. So that are n plus r minus 1 c r solutions are there. So we will just calculate, that is 4 plus 21 minus 1 c 21, which is equal to 24 c 21. We will calculate this, we will get the final solution, that is 2024 solutions are there for this equation.